Hello world, I'm Everett, and this is Practical Python. So, we've mastered some basics of programming, setting and modifying data, conditionals, if statements, but let's be real, doing it line by line feels a little inefficient. Imagine this, you're fixated on squares. Why? Well, don't worry about it. But crunching numbers manually, that's not going to cut it. Enter the loop, specifically the while loop. It's a tireless little worker that executes a code block multiple times as long as a given condition is true, like printing hello world 4 million times. Now, a true or false condition is a bit trivial, but get ready for some real brain teasers. For now, let's harness the loop's power to track down those perfect squares. I'll introduce a variable I to keep count, and voila, math checks out, and it's faster than a practical Python variables tutorial. But wait, I want to conquer all the numbers, not just one. So let's sprinkle in a little magic, aka elementary school math, and increment I by 1 each time. Nice, if not a bit perpetual. We can fix that with a dash of programmer genius, aka a less than conditional, and finish off our while loop. Loops can automate much more than just number crunching. Our code block can grow as complex as our task requires, from modifying lists to managing clients for a server. With iterative programming, we've unlocked a new level of efficiency and capability in our portfolios that operates as the backbone of many software projects. Now, let's dive into the other type of loops at our disposal, the for loop. It's like having a gremlin that goes through a collection of things, like a list, and hands items to us one by one to use in the code block. Unlike a while loop, it knows exactly where to begin and end as long as we give it a nice iterable. We just specify a variable name, what iterable to go through, and voila, off we go. With loops under our belt, we now have all the tools to start implementing some super useful algorithms, like finding a max value in a list. This example ties in everything explored so far. First, we need a list with values that we care about. Let's also create a variable to keep track of the highest value we've encountered so far. Now let's use a for loop to go through each item in the list, and we can finally use an if statement to update our max value as we find one that's greater than the ones we've already encountered so far. Check it out. Our code can find the top value in the list, no matter the list size, the ordering, etc. This is just one example of how we can begin to leverage our fundamentals to create useful programs. One other algorithm you might want to check out, or maybe try coding yourself, is a way to sort lists from largest to smallest. Here's some starter code that you might want to work off of if you're interested. Let me know if you solved it in the comments. That will be it for this video. Hopefully this gave you some good tools you can use to start coding your own complex projects in. As always, drop your updates in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for making it this far, and I'll see you next time.